I'm here with Geoff Vezzetti. He's one of the owners of SolarSideUp, and he lives in the Trails subdivision with near his partner. We're going to look at his house here, which has a solar photovoltaic system on it, but is also at its essence a passive solar house. Tell us about that, Geoff.
Well, this house was built originally in 1985, and I was fortunate enough to stumble upon a diamond in the rough. I think a lot of people looked at it and thought it would be an energy hog, and it was right up my alley. I'm an electrical contractor and have experience in the renewables field, and when I saw this house I knew that there was potential here to really take advantage of the passive solar design, which really was not being fully taken advantage of, and also to put a solar system on, a photovoltaic system on that would provide the supply side. So in this house, as you can see behind me, we have a brick veneer which does a great job at acting as a heat sink, and in some ways it is one of the best features of this house. In the wintertime we have the sun coming in through the glass windows and bringing us some nice heat, and in the summertime the sun tracks more overhead, and the soffits keep the sun from heating up the house too much. The brick has created a thermal mass on the exterior which essentially slows down the transfer of heat to the house in the summer months, and does a good job in the winter months of just kind of holding some of that residual heat. It's not an interior system, but it works fairly well. This house is almost 6,000 square feet on 2 levels, and the average utility bill, gas and electric, is about $30 a month. I reach about 45 to 50 on the peak winter months, but right now I'm about $22 a month, and essentially that's my gas for cooking and my heating my domestic hot water, which will soon be replaced by either a heat pump or an electric boiler to utilize all the excess energy that my photovoltaic system has been producing and is stored up with the utility grid right now. On average, this house produces excess of 500 kilowatt hours monthly. So I have about 25,000 kilowatt hours stored up on the utility grid. So that would allow me for a lot of autonomy of no sun. But we get sun every day, so right. We're going to use this energy on the supply side. And this is important because the house already is very well insulated and it has a lot of great solar features, and I don't want to live like a miser. I want to enjoy my house and not worry about the thermostat all the time. So the passive solar design, coupled with the energy of the photovoltaic system, coupled with a pellet stove, creates an extremely low cost. And that cost projected over a lifetime of the house really adds up. So these investments now, for me, for this home, are going to be only measured as they move forward into the future. Right. We really enjoy living here.
Yeah, I bet. Let's go inside and look at some of the interior aspects of this passive solar design.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're inside now. What do you want to show us?
Well, we have a couple. If you look up here, you'll see that we have a tremendous vaulted ceiling. It includes a 1-year-old birthday party balloon, which has been up there for a year now. Someday it'll get up there. We have 2 huge air moving systems up in this house. Both of them will exhaust air from this house. The change in volume is about 25 seconds or so. During the summer months, we crack a window in one of the bedrooms and leave one of them on idle, and it moves nice cool air in all night. The other one over here has a damper system on it and is connected to an evaporative cooling system that allows me to switch the airflow and to cool this room with a very low cost evaporative cooling. The ceiling fans help keep air moving both in summer and winter. In the wintertime this year, we're looking forward to the installation of a new pellet stove to see how that goes. Right now, we have about a $30 a month utility bill for the natural gas, and we're looking to eliminate most of that with a pellet stove. So we're looking forward to seeing almost no utility bills here in the next year coming.
Okay, and you also mentioned you're in a gas-driven hot water system right now, a gas boiler, and you're talking about if you have an electric boiler, you can still have that comfort of the hot water heat, but not be burning pellets or gas.
That's correct. The next energy upgrade, we still have, I think we have another year or so left on this boiler, so there's no rush to race it out the door. For a cost payback, The pellet stove right now is going to pay us back a little better. But eventually, as that reaches its last legs, we're going to replace that with an electric heat pump and or electric boiler. So that will allow us to continue to have the in-floor hydronic heating and the baseboard hydronic heating, which is very comfortable, and allow us to have it as warm as we want in here and take advantage of all the excess energy that the photovoltaic system is creating. Yes.
Right, right. If you're generating more electricity than you need, you want to switch some of those gas appliances to electric.
That's right.
So is the air source heat pump you're talking about, I have one of those for my forced air system. They also make them for hot water systems?
Yes, so for the domestic, so there's a couple options for us. One would be to simply have an electric boiler installed and have a standard sidearm heat exchanger for the domestic end of that. The other option is to downsize that electric boiler and use that strictly for the heating of the floors and the baseboards, and to use a heat source pump, hot water heater for the domestic separately.
Yeah. Okay, anything else you'd like to talk about in here, or are we done?
No, I think we love to live in here, and we really appreciate everything that the Golden Solar Tour brings, and we look forward to showing you again when all the fun stuff is installed and we're 100%.
Great, thank you very much.
Fantastic.